All right, it's time for the Cybertruck Roundup.
Yeehaw! The Cybertruck Roundup.
So Elon reposted what Cybertruck said, which is how four-wheeled steering impacts turning radius. This standard feature gives Cybertruck the maneuverability of a sports car. Check that out.
By the way, did you know that in the Cybertruck, you can turn off rear steering?
Right, if you're towing and stuff, right?
If you're in off-road mode.
Oh, which means you can't turn it off when you're trailering. Because when you have a trailer, you can't turn off off-road. I think they need to fix that.
I don't know if you... I mean, it's really helpful trailering.
Oh, I know, but there's certain instances people have talked about when you want to parallel to a curb or something where you don't want that to happen.
I suppose, yes. Cybertruck also posted at low speeds, rear wheels rotate opposite to the front wheels, enabling tighter turns.
What's the speed limit? Like 15 miles an hour or something?
I think it's gradual because even on the highway, you can see a slight... Cybertruck went on to say, on by default, super useful when traversing narrow job sites, parking lots, and more.
I just think most people don't understand this because until you drive one, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
Once you do get it, you're like, I want this truck.
Normally,
there's not even a sports car that has this.
Right, because normally when you drive a truck, right, you turn and you take up this huge swath of area where the side of the truck is now moving into. Now when you move the back of the truck out of the way, you can cut corners way tighter. It's awesome.
And Triangle said, what about highway speeds? Do the rear wheels really move with the front to slide the truck sideways? Always wondered.
And Cybertruck said yes.
Cybertruck then went on to say, at high speeds, front and rear wheels turn in sync, allowing you to glide between lanes. This translates to increased stability and reduces body roll that typically causes passenger discomfort. And you know about this because you just got back from another long road trip in the Cybertruck. How was it?
It was really good. I guess it does do that, but I hadn't really noticed it before. That, you know, when you're making those lane changes, it can really just kind of, instead of it going like, whoa, it's so slight, but it really makes a big difference, especially when you have 3 sleeping passengers.
So when you think of all that new technology that went into Cybertruck, it can be easy to overlook features like Wade mode because it isn't as visible as, say, the rolling tonneau cover that you can stand on.
As Wes Morrill, Tesla's Cybertruck lead engineer, posted, published on Thanksgiving, thanks to whoever at the patent office was working hard. And of course, he's talking about Cybertruck's Wade mode patent.
Yeah, the patent describes how Cybertruck's battery pack is actively pressurized during submersion events so that liquid doesn't get in.
It uses a pressure sensor and a valve to signal the air suspension tank to use its air pressure to pressurize the battery pack. Amazing.
And hardly anyone knows about it.
It essentially allows Cybertruck to drive through flooded areas.
Or even become a boat for short periods of time.
Don't try doing that with an ice pickup truck.
Yeah, you said you wanted Cybertruck to be a boat.
If it can float and you could take like an electric outrigger motor and clamp it to the back of the thing and be able to, that would be so cool. I don't know.
I hope we get that at the delivery event down at Starbase. I really do. And it literally is a short-term boat, a temporary boat.
It's better than most cars.
And Tesla sent a new update horn sound to Cybertruck owners.
Cybertruck said, new horn, who dis?
And Scott Buscemi showed the new Cybertruck horn from an outsider perspective.
Whoa, so is this coming out of the pedestrian warning speaker?
I don't know because it's really loud.
Right, so did they change something about how the actual horn speaker, not a speaker, but basically the speaker, how that works?
Well, I mean, in old cars of yore, there had to be an actual little horn.
Right, and you'd give it 12 volts
and it would go
yeah. And then you'd put 2 of them and then they would make a minor chord, and that's what you hear when you hear a horn sound.
But I don't know the answer to this. Does Cybertruck, have they replaced the actual horn with the speaker? Has NHTSA allowed that? But look, Tesla says that the new Cybertruck horn sound is a permanent change. So make sure you want it before you download it because it seems to be a love-hate thing. Some people love it and some people say that the sound kind of fades into the background noise and people don't notice it. I think it's very noticeable, but yeah, what do you guys think?
And the big question here about why it's permanent. I mean, if this is a software change, I mean, after all, this is a software update. It's not like little elves are climbing into your car and changing out the horn. Why can't it be reversible? I think I have
conjecture alert.
Conjecture time. So when Tesla tried to roll out boombox mode and horn replace mode, NHTSA got their knickers in a twist and was like, "You can't do that. That's so dangerous." And they were like, "You have to change it back."
Right on, free.
And so Tesla was forced to change it back in a further software update. What if Tesla is saying that you can't change it back? So that way when NHTSA's like, change it back, they're like, we can't. Oh, sorry, we already changed it.
Oh, kind of like when you take off your side view mirrors after you bought the car, like NHTSA can't say anything about it.
But if Tesla could like grow back the side view mirrors through a software update, then then NHTSA might be like, oh, you have to. And then Tesla would be like, well, we have to. But if they're like, well, we can't reverse the horn sound, all these people who got the horn sound before NHTSA got all upset are going to be able to keep it forever because we either made the code a certain way so it wasn't reversible, or we're just pretending that it's not reversible.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
And also, do you think that NHTSA is going to change now that President-elect Trump is going to take office?
Maybe. I feel like the safety department isn't going to change too much.
I know, but a lot of their safety stuff seems like it's just old school for no reason.
Well, I feel like only go work at NHTSA if you are. Now, I think that might make things a little bit less safe, so we got to change it back, which is kind of what you want with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.